Hello and welcome to the Valley. Today I am your host, Janet Michael. It is the long lost Tourism Tuesday, which has refreshing family
Oh my gosh.
We took a break in December.
Yeah.
And January was a little wonky because I moved some things around. So you weren't the fourth Tuesday in January. You are now going to be the first Tuesday.
Hey, I'll take
front
the
of the
position.
line
I'll
for
take
you,
the
Justin
pole position.
Kearns.
I will take the pole position. Absolutely. Thank you. We're moving up in the world.
Yes.
It took 10 years, but we're moving up in the world.
It's going to be so much easier to be able to talk about things that are coming up if you're doing it the very first week of the month.
I appreciate that. We've always got a million things.
There's always so many things. There were several things that we had the choice of talking about today, and yet
they're piling up.
I am very grateful that you picked somewhere indoor.
It's somewhere warm and indoors, although it is exercise related, so I lost a point, I think, on that. But
I don't know. Mike here is telling me that it's not as exercisey as I was thinking it was. So tell everyone where we are and why you picked this place.
We are in the brand new-ish PklPlex that's here in the Winchester SportsPlex. People might be familiar with that building, but one whole section of it has been turned into indoor pickleball courts. This is obviously a nationwide trend that has been happening. It's been around for a long time, but I think the pandemic made everybody need to get outside and exercise in a social way. And this was a perfect fit of socialization and low impact exercise. If you want it to be low impact, you can tailor it to how you are, but one of those products of the pandemic, I think. And it's just been such a huge explosion. And I think it started with a much older population doing it as that social thing, get outside, but just in here,
there's kids and teenagers and early 20s.
Yeah, absolutely.
Along with people that look to be my age.
Right, exactly. It's one of those anomaly sports right there. And it's such a small space. You can kind of modularize this thing and stick a whole bunch of courts in a small space. And this is what they did here. And I think they did a great job. And we were thinking from the tourism standpoint, they do such a great job here, Mike and Tammy do, with the schedule and being able to clearly see what the schedule is. Let's say you're in town, you're visiting, and you're like, hey, I've got 2 hours to burn, or maybe it's rainy or whatever it is. Hey, let's go. Hey, we can go play pickleball. Let's see if there's a court available, and go. And it's a thing that you can do with your family. You can bring your kids. You can bring your grandparents, your parents, whatever. You can come and do this activity together for a couple hours for very little cost, relatively very little cost, the cost of going to a movie or so. And you can come out and have fun. And you don't even have to bring your own pickleball. People do. People travel with their pickleball stuff, but it doesn't take much room. But if they don't, they have the stuff here. You can just borrow the stuff here.
So we're sitting in the office. Tammy LaCroix is with us along with Mike Turpin. They are the owners. So Tammy, I'm going to start with you. This building has been a lot of things over the last several years.
Yes.
Pickleball, what inspired you to do that with this half of it?
We started looking about a year and a half ago trying to open a pickleball club, and we ran into zoning issue after zoning issue with buildings. And so I had been in here a bunch of times. My grandchildren played here. I'd been here a lot in this facility, and it just wasn't used to its full capacity is what we thought. And so we just made a connection with the owner and started talking about this last summer and came up with a plan to lease this side of it. So it was basketball and floor hockey and volleyball and all kinds of a million things. So he agreed to lease it to us, and we've just brought new life to the SportsPlex with the Pickleball Club.
So Mike, how do you fit into the picture?
Both used to play down in Jim Brown Park, which is the outdoor courts, and playing with over 200 people is crazy because they're all begging for a place to play indoors and couldn't happen in perfect time. People were out of work, out of school, and during Christmas break, we opened up during that to the public, had a grand opening a few days, and just free to the public, and hundreds of people showed up.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
And got to enjoy us for free, to try it. Now they just thank us every day for bringing us to that.
And who would have guessed that we'd have 4,000 feet of snow with 3,000 feet of ice on top of it right now? Where else are you going to be able to go and do this kind of thing right now?
Daily, people come in and check us out. The SportsPlex has a lot of different things going on. If you look at our side, it's over an arena and made it pickleball. There's still a soccer on the other side, but we gather people from there and never expected it. Parents drop their kids off and they're like, whoa, let's go check this sound out, what's going on over here. And pickleball has a unique sound. So they hear it, they come over and they check us out, and they can become members or at least schedule to play. And everyone that plays ends up being addicted to pickleball.
Do I have to be a member? How does playing work exactly?
No, you don't have to be a member. We love members, but encourage people to just come out and try us. We offer visitor passes that can come in and just book it by the hour or drop into one of our sessions that are 2 hours, take advantage of that. And we set up to where it's skill level based so you can feel comfortable. We don't set someone out per se failure. You come in, if you two came in and played, you be set up to your skill level, and you feel comfortable, and you actually get to be friends with everyone you play with. And now we got those groups that kind of work together, and they create their own little groups to come and talk to each other, and now we got expansion.
It really is a community.
Absolutely. This sport, and you were talking about that before, is that anyone can play it at any age. It's not really age restricted unless you have ailments, but other than that, you come out and play it. Social, it's unbelievable how social it is.
Our members range from 17 to 80. And the other day, the 80-year-old was playing against the 17-year-old. And they held their own, both of them held their own. It was fantastic to watch because they play with doubles, obviously. So there's 4 people out there, but when I looked out, our 80-year-old and our 17-year-old, opposite sides of the court, had the best time ever. Just chatting and having a wonderful time, and it just, the community is what this is all about. People come in here, they know what to expect, they know who's going to be here, they register to come play, they know they can see the list of everybody that's going to be here too, so they know where to play, so their friends are here too, and there's chat conversations going on where people are saying, I'm going at 6 at the PklPlex, are you guys going to be there? And so I watch it happen all day. It's the best thing ever. It's on my phone, just dinging constantly.
I was telling Justin when we got here that I knew what pickleball was.
Yeah.
I have seen an empty court because Conyer does the show with me on a regular basis at Jim Barnett Park for Winchester City Parks. But I had not ever actually seen anyone playing the sport. So he and I were standing out there a few minutes ago. First, I did not know it was a wiffle ball. So when I walked in and said, you're not going to get me to do that because it looks too much like exercise, a wiffle ball seems a whole lot less intimidating. I feel like that might be easier to hit. I have seen the paddles, but just watching people play, Justin was pointing out, you really only have to stay within this certain little area. And I could see where you could be as active or not, play for fun or to win.
Correct.
And it runs the gamut of who would want to do that in any scenario.
Absolutely. It's just like that. It's so much fun. You can come out here and play for fun with a bunch of people who are just goofing off and laughing and having the best time. And you can play with another group who are going to kill you with their shots. So you just decide which side you want to go
It is a
on.
wiffle ball, so don't hurt too bad.
It's true, yes.
It still stings a little bit when you get smacked with it.
Right? Yeah.
Especially intentional smacking with it.
I love the whole concept about it being with people who all also want to have fun. Years and years ago, my first husband and I were on a bowling league. That is not a sport where people ever play for fun.
No.
If you're on a league.
It's kill.
It is kill or be killed.
Yeah.
And I didn't last very long because I bowl better the more I've had to drink. And the more I've had to drink, the louder I get, if one could even imagine such a
slower,
thing.
probably.
And so, yeah, the whole
Probably.
bowling league was not for me because I like to do things more often than not for fun. And this isn't as intimidating. You can come here and have fun doing this.
Yeah.
And so I'm a heavy tennis player, and tennis takes years to master the shots and stuff. But pickleball, if you've got some skills a little bit, and even none, you can actually learn within 15, 20 minutes how to play and get pretty good at it within a month's time. Or
Wow.
so, or more. Just depends how athletic you are, but honestly, it does not take long to get good at pickleball, and that's why it's such a fast-growing sport, because anyone picks it out of the mind.
Do you do lessons?
Oh yeah, lessons. We offer full lessons, pros. We have pros on staff that can actually teach you.
There are pickleball pros.
There
Are you
pros.
kidding me?
Our pros, they're on the circuit.
There are
They're
pros.
traveling around. the
Get
country
out.
playing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So we have them working here that actually teach you the next level, and ourselves, we know how to play. We can show you how to play, but you want to be the next elite. You book a lesson with our pro, and you'll get better.
But we
There's
also
pickleball
partner
pros.
with Frederick County Parks and Rec. So they do intro to pickleball classes. And
Ah.
so they are in here now. So Frederick County, they book the classes and then we have the courts. And so they come here. And so what we have done with Frederick County Parks and Rec classes, beginner classes, we have created drop-in play just for them. So on our calendar, there's drop-in scheduled 2 hours blocks, and it's called Fresh Pickles. And so anybody who goes to that Frederick County Parks and Rec class then transitions over to come to drop-in play and joins Fresh Pickles with all the people they've been taking the classes with, and they continue on their journey. So they get better and better, then they can move up to a next level group. So it's really working great. Our Fresh Pickles group is now starting to fill up, which is awesome. It makes me really happy to see that. But
Where did the name pickleball come from? I don't understand how pickles
There's
factor
actually a
into
family that was
this.
playing
In Washington State.
making up their own game, and the dog was named Pickles.
Oh my god.
So there is no relation to a ball.
No.
Maybe they're chasing the ball around, but no,
Nope.
there's a dog named Pickles, and this family created it.
In the 80s.
Yeah, it's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. And so
Yeah.
they're starting to bring it into school districts, so that's going to start heading our way. I know
Yeah.
Maryland adapted it in their school program, so it's only going to get bigger. We're just hitting the surface of it right now.
Let's take a break. When we come back, can we talk about how people can become a member and see where the class schedule is and start their pickleball journey or continue it here at PklPlex? Can we do that in the next segment?
Absolutely.
Okay, we're going to do all of that when we come back. We are sitting at the PklPlex in the SportsPlex.
And we're in the office, that's why you don't
We
hear
are,
the
that's why
thick
you don't
thump,
hear. But
thick
before I
thump
leave,
outside the
I'll
door.
go out and I'll record a
There we
couple
go.
of
You'll
the
hear it.
sound effects so that I can
People
lay
aren't
them
going to
in.
believe that we're here because they can't hear it. We're in the soundproof office.
We're gonna
Promise
do
we're here.
yes. We're gonna do that and come back in just a couple of minutes.
This Saturday, Henry Mueller will change the world. He has no idea that's what he's going to do. He only knows that he went to justserve.org and signed up to spend time at a senior center Saturday morning. As he browsed through service opportunities in his own community, he remembered the words of Paul to the Galatians, "By love, serve one another." Little does Henry know that Saturday morning he'll end up speaking to one senior in particular who hasn't seen his family in several weeks and is feeling especially lonely. Henry doesn't know the short time he'll spend with this man will lift his spirits, cheer his heart, and make his life just a little better. Through love and service this Saturday, Henry Mueller will change the world. See the difference you can make. Sign up for service opportunities in your community. Visit justserve.org.
Welcome back to the Valley. Today I am your host, Janet Michael. It is Tourism Tuesday, Winchester, Frederick County edition. Justin Kearns, Winchester tourism dude, and
Pickleball Tuesday.
It's Pickleball Tuesday. It is Pickleball Tuesday, and I think I might love it even more now that I know it has nothing to do with pickles, which I'm not a fan of, but
A dog
everything to
named
do with a
Pickles.
dog
And you
that
love
I
dogs.
do
There
love
you go.
dogs.
Okay.
So.
You're getting better and better. You're going to be running the league within
Right?
6 months.
Yes.
Right.
So we're sitting here with Tammy LaCroix and Mike Turpin. They are the owners of the PklPlex at the SportsPlex. And Mike, I want to talk to you for a second because I joked earlier that I didn't know it was a wiffle ball. I had never seen this played and always just assumed, oh, it's not something I'm going to like because it's probably like tennis. And I have played tennis and it is exhausting to play tennis. But it's not really that either, is it?
It's a combination of tennis and ping pong, people compare it to. It's played on a smaller court, and we only go to 11 points and win by 2. So it's just...
A quick game.
And you-
It's kind of like ping pong, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
ping
you,
pong
and,
rules.
and you can win only on your serve. So similar to tennis because you serve across court to your opponent and let them hit it back. But there's certain rules you got to follow, like so you're not crushing it because this court's so small. And wiffle ball can sting, so you just can't run in and smash it. There is certain rules when you come out. We'll teach you, but it's basically that smaller version of tennis using a wiffle ball and a paddle versus strings and a tennis ball.
Yeah, because tennis rackets are not lightweight pieces of equipment, and you got to hit that tennis ball with some pretty good force to get it where it's going. And this isn't like
And
that
if
at
you do it
all.
at just the wrong angle,
Oh, yeah,
it goes off
flies
the
off.
train tracks.
Yes.
And,
And you were showing me on the court itself. There is an area, and you were
Like
like,
a
you
dark
can't go in that
blue,
area.
yeah,
You're not
so-
allowed to go up to that area and spike it over the net. That's not allowed.
Right. Yeah, so we have a kitchen area, they call it, and it's basically it's a darkened area from the actual service boxes, and it's an area that you can only go in there if the ball bounces on your side. Once it bounces in there, you can go in and hit it and get back
Ah.
out because you can't. If an opponent hits it back at you and you touch it and you've already walked in the kitchen, you're all done. You get the punch done.
It's like
So
you
it
can't
has
go
to
back
bounce
in
in the
bounds
kitchen.
after you've gone out of
Yeah,
bounds.
it's like that
and
concept.
Now, what I've seen from growing up playing tennis, and I was on the tennis team in high school, the majority of tennis is played singles. It seems like pickleball is kind of the opposite. of
It
that.
is
It
the
seems
opposite.
like it's almost all 2-on-2.
I would, if I had to guess the percentage, I'd probably say 95 plus
Yeah.
is or more is doubles. Because if you play singles and pickleball, you'd be surprised. There's the
exercise.
There's your exercise.
Those are the young ones out there.
Maybe
who are
a
moving
smaller
lot.
court. I think it's not quite half of a tennis court, but
It's exhausting.
you want to work out and a fun workout, play singles pickleball on you.
It makes sense that so many more people would play in that double environment for pickleball because it is that
So-
community and it is
Absolutely.
social.
That's what
So
it is.
that's the foundation of it to begin with.
And it's always talking and like, they're actually laughing and talking.
Oh,
like, it's
Yeah, you can't
always-
laugh and talk when you're playing tennis.
No.
That's just
Yeah,
not
that's
that's
what
not
I tell people.
possible.
So if this is intimidating, any new sport is intimidating to somebody, right? What happens if I walk in here and I'm like, I have no idea. If I walk in here by myself, I have no idea what pickleball is. What do
I heard this
do?
thing on the radio and now I want to
like,
see what's
well,
going
One
on.
thing I can honestly say is the first step is getting in here, and if you're willing to give it a shot, and I've always said this, put a paddle in your hand, it's magic, because I'm telling you, you'll be addicted to pickleball. There hasn't been a single person I know personally, or all these hundreds of people that come out and play, that aren't addicted to pickleball, because it's just a social event that we always talk about.
Is there somebody always around to help show if there's an open court?
If we're happen to be here and we have a court, I've actually took walk-ins and personally taken them training. That was our first 5-star review got on Google. My family that played basketball. I'm sorry, basketball ain't in here, but you know what? We do have pickleball. Here's a paddle. Come out. I'm like, what? Never played this. Their kids loved it.
Yeah.
You know, so
And people can come and watch other
Yes.
people play
yeah,
because
absolutely.
just in the couple of minutes that Justin and I were standing out there, I felt like, oh, okay, I get this now. And this doesn't seem as intimidating as I thought it was when I'd only ever seen an empty court.
And people come in all the time, like especially when there's soccer matches go on, they'll walk over here all the time and what is going on, and they'll come and watch. And so we encourage them to come watch and check out what's going on, and I'll always explain the different levels of players. These are beginner players, these are intermediate players, these are advanced players, and show them the differences. So you can sit here and watch and see how people advance just by watching who's playing. And we also have a ping pong table and we have cornhole, and so people can come and do those things too. We have a lot
Lounge
of
area.
families who pop over here. One kid is playing soccer and then the other brother or sister is here, and they'll come with their mom and dad and hang out and play cornhole. And we don't charge for cornhole or ping pong, just come on over and hang out with us.
And you have a nice little lounge area
And
out
we have a
here
lounge
too. It's not
area.
just solid court. There's
Yep.
a really nice relaxing.
We've got
And you guys have the
snacks.
plexiglass around the court,
Yes.
so there's not the balls aren't flying. But you can see it. I love that because you can see everything
We're the
happening.
only ones in the region, and actually
Yeah.
probably the East Coast to really have that. They call it pickle tile. It is plexiglass that surrounds the courts. Everyone pretty much does fencing, and it just doesn't look as good. We definitely went to elite way by having to be able to sit down, see the players through the glass. And Tammy hit it. It's pretty good because you can actually, when we're booked, you can go to our far courts and watch every type of play. You can see the fresh pickles. The next step up, like you do a little S turnaround, and you'll see from the best of the best all the way up to our pros playing in here.
Wow.
So you can see how it all started to where it can end
Yeah,
here
it's-
for
yeah.
skill levels. It's really cool to see.
Now you guys
we're
mention
booked up.
kids all the time. And you mentioned members 17 plus, but
Right.
if I have a family, what age do you recommend being a good kind of starting age?
What we
for
say
this?
is kids 17 and above can come in by themselves and play, and that's fine. But if they're under 18, they have to have their parents sign a waiver too with them, just
Right.
to acknowledge their kids here. Pickleballs can hit you, so just so they know that that may happen. But we have families who come in with younger kids, and so if they are with their parents, they can come in, and we don't care what age. You just have to have your own court so that your kids don't get hit or
Right.
run into somebody else. But parents come in all the time with their kids and just use the courts and just play with their kids for an hour. It's my favorite thing to see. I love it because
That's
you see the
where
little ones out.
We are working on maybe Nike to do a kids clinic, but summertime definitely gonna fire up
Oh, yeah.
a lot to do with kids.
Yes,
Yeah.
for
You know,
camps and that kind of thing.
in clubs and weekly things and boot camp and different stuff they can come,
nice.
come and
Oh, yeah.
play and get them involved because they're the next ones to come up and keep the sport growing.
So, Tammy, memberships and your schedule, drop-ins, how
Right.
does all of that work? Can I be a member? Do I have to be a member?
Yes.
Give me a rundown of that.
Sure. So you do not have to be a member. We do have memberships available, but you can also be a visitor. So you can be a visitor and just come in. We prefer you go online to Court Reserve. It's an app that we use. So if you log into Court Reserve, put in PklPlex, PklPlex, and then you can see our calendar. And then you can see all the drop-in sessions that we have. So you can just register. You can look and say, okay, this is a beginner group. I'm going to register for this beginner group. Just hit register, put your information in, and then just save it. And then when you come in, you just pay your drop-in fee. So if you're not a member, it's $15 to drop in for 2 hours. We have a student special for students, high school students 17 and older, and college students, it's only $5.
Oh, wow.
And so we encourage them to come in and play, come in and build that community for them as well. We really encourage the drop-in play, so you get to play with other groups of people your same level, or you can reserve a private court too. So you can do that through the app as well. Just reserve your own court for you and your family. We have a group that comes in every week. There's 8 of them, and they always come in together, and they just reserve a court. They have the best time, and I just love watching it. It's just amazing. So it's just building community. That's what we're doing.
So you don't have to have 4 people.
No.
It can be like a golf course where you get,
Correct.
oh, I've got 1 or,
Yep.
or 3 of us, and then you guys will pair us with.
Well, what the drop-in
If
play
you
does.
have.
Yeah, so the drop-in play, so we book a court here, so in quotes, book a court. So we set aside a court, say for our next group up from Fresh Pickles is called Paddle Rangers. So that was the most fun I had making up these names.
She's winning me over. All over. You get to name your own group.
That's right.
I'm thinking there are shopping opportunities. I should get special shoes that are my pickleball shoes.
And they have to be orange.
They have to be
Yeah.
orange.
Pickleball
Yeah,
shoes,
she's
yes.
checking all my boxes here, Justin.
So for example, we would reserve a court for the Paddle Rangers group. So that's like an intermediate group. And so it's available for 6 people on that court. And so they can register online, they can see who's already playing, so they know if their friends are there or not, register. And then we monitor all day. So, okay, that group all of a sudden is full, and then there's a waiting list. So we'll add another court to that. So then there's 12 available spots so people can register. We don't like to do more than 6 people per court. That way 4 people are playing, 2 people are waiting. Every 15 minutes or so, you rotate in. So you just keep rotating through your groups. And so we do it that way all day long. We have the Fresh Pickles, the Paddle Rangers, the Kitchen Masters, and the Court Commanders. That's our main groups of 4 of them, and that's just different levels. And so you pick which level you belong to, you come in, there's going to be people here to play with, you walk in, you don't even have to introduce yourself because now everybody pretty much knows each other. But if you don't know somebody, you just come in, say your name, you get started playing, and that's it. And then everybody will know who you are at that point. And,
Wow.
and everybody helps everybody, which is really interesting to watch. I'll sometimes have a brand new person, I'll walk them over to a group and say, this is Joe, it's his first time here, and everybody's like, hey Joe, what's up, come on over. That's how people treat each other, and they also tend to play towards if somebody's new. They won't play and try to kill them.
They want them to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You play at their level.
Yeah, and one of my favorite things that ever happened when I played pickleball, we were playing outside, and a lady came to play, and she had had double hip replacement surgeries, and she was in her 80s. And she came out there, and there's a bunch of people playing, and everybody out there playing welcomed her in. She couldn't run, she couldn't move very fast, but if you hit the ball to her, she's amazing. And she could serve. She could serve like crazy. She was a tennis player for her whole life. So she could serve, she's a great server, and so people would play that way and play, okay, here's the ball for you. And it was beautiful to watch because she wasn't excluded from being active in her 80s with a double hip replacement because the community is so amazing in pickleball.
When people travel, it's funny because when I go on vacation, I look to play pickleball somewhere else. So Court Reserve is really good app to have because it'll actually find your local club. So if someone has Court Reserve across the nation,
Yep.
they're coming here, they'll pick a visitor pass and come right here, and it tells all about our club.
no
so,
kidding.
so I have 5 or 6 clubs that I travel to that are under my same app. So it ain't exclusive to us.
Oh,
It's
nice.
Yeah.
nationwide, if not going worldwide. So wherever pickleball is, Court Reserve is top of the line, one of the best apps to possibly have. So just search the club, and if they're in Winchester, it's us.
It pops
So,
up.
and you figure people travel, you think they go to do something else? No, they travel and still bring their pickleball gear
They do.
to play wherever
Oh,
they
yeah.
go. It's
And
like
now
that.
for the more experienced players, we had talked about this in the intermission. For experienced players, people who've been in here, maybe assuming that it's just the old surface that was out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about what the surface is like out there and what you've actually done.
Yeah, so it was quite the process. If you've seen it before we actually put our courts in, it was plastic tiles that was kind of universal to do any type of sport on. And there was actually a hockey enclosed rink with basketball courts. And
Right.
all kinds of soccer,
Hockey,
all
not-
kinds of things.
yeah.
So we took it down to the bare concrete and brought the machines in to rough up the concrete to make sure that the paint set that we use, Lake Hold is the company we use, and it's used worldwide for all like USTA tennis facilities, now pickleball. So it is the elite painting surface, 7-layer process, all with sand built into it, so it gives you traction, and people love it. I hear people say this is honestly the best traction, best courts they've ever played on.
So these are official
Hard, official
championship
outdoor
level
Yeah.
Outdoor, indoor courts. So when people truly play pros and stuff, they want that true outdoor feel. But in pickleball world, they bring the outdoors indoors. I had made a mistake because when I was first opening up, I bought indoor balls. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm indoor clubs. No, you got outdoor courts. I'm like, oh no, you're right. What am I doing? Luckily, they called me back and said, you need the person to do that one.
They're on parent track in the pro shop. Over there.
Yeah.
But you have a pro shop too, like
We
you
do.
got.
Yeah, pro shop, actually probably, again, not being exclusive for this area, for Shenandoah Valley and stuff, and Winchester, but we probably have a better selection than anybody at this point.
True.
Around within, and I wanted to have that and be an exclusive shopping area for people as well. We still can offer the products and stuff that the people need.
And it's not super expensive equipment. So somebody could be here on vacation, not have realized that there was pickleball available,
variety.
and they could pick up
Absolutely.
what they need to play for the couple of days or week or two that they're
We have
here.
every level.
We have
every
loaner
level
paddles.
of paddle.
Yeah, we can
Loaner
loan too.
paddles,
Yeah,
too.
so you can come in and not have to buy.
Don't have to buy anything.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, do you know me? Have we met?
We have people that do that though. If we're trying first time, like willing to
If you
spend
want
the
to
top,
buy.
they want the top of the line. Like, okay, no problem. Buy these
That
paddles.
happened last night. Somebody came in and was playing in a class, and we have demo paddles. So if they want to try a paddle and see if they like that paddle, and she had a terrible paddle, and she tried a demo paddle, and in the middle of class, she stopped class and she came up, she goes, I'm buying the paddle. I'm like, okay.
I like her. I don't know who she is, but I like her.
She bought her paddle and went back and finished her class. She said, it made me such a better player. I was so excited. If that's all it takes, then fantastic. So yeah, it happens all the time. People are so joyful, and that's the best part of it. We have one of our ladies that comes in every time I see her. She stops at the desk and says, you have given me so much joy.
Every day.
You're
I hear it all
welcome.
the time.
Every day, she
Yeah.
tells us. Yeah.
So happy
Awesome.
we're here, and it makes us feel good
Yeah.
because it's something we love to do too. Who doesn't
Yeah.
like to own a pickleball club? And be able to, put a sign up saying,
To
"Hey,
bring
we're
the
on court
community
two,
together."
Come and see me. I'm playing well.
Yeah.
You need to buy a paddle. I'll be over there in a second."
That's your method.
Oh, yeah.
Ring bell for service. They're like, "Wait, you get to do that?" I said, "Yes, I do." Ring bell for service.
Yes.
I'll hear it.
Yeah, that's the opposite of not wanting to work in a pie shop
Yeah.
because then you get sick of the pies. You've
Right.
got the opposite
Yeah,
perfect
right.
experience here.
We did. We both love it so much, and so that's what made us want to do
It's
this.
easy to spend a lot. You think about the hours you put in because we both work hard. She still works a full-time job. I'm retired a little bit and have this going for me. But put in the hours and hours. I'll be working 10, 15 hours and go to walk out and be like, "Hey, you want to play a game?" "Yes, I will play a game." Put my bag back down. I'll go play a game. Yeah. It's that addicting. You want it, and the
Yeah.
hours mean nothing because you're having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
It happened to me last night. I was so tired. It'd been a long day, and it was like 8:15, and there were still people in here playing. And somebody came up to me and said, "Come on, come play a game." And I said, "Oh, I've got to do this. I've got to do that to get things ready close." And the person looked at me and said, "You can do that after. You've got 15 minutes. Come play a
Sure.
game with us." And so I did. It's harder for me. I was brought up with, you get your work done first and you play.
And then you play.
And so I'm trying to make myself change.
Well,
you know?
technically that was work.
And
You've
we're
got to
working,
keep the
yeah.
customers happy. So
And they
that
wanted
was
it, I
customer
gave it,
service.
You know, as my customer
Sacrifice.
serviceman.
So I'll
Right.
just say, "All right, Tammy, you go do that, and I'll go out and work on the courts, work on my swing."
I'll go keep the customers happy. You
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back there. You go do the admin stuff. Yeah.
Do you have a website, social media, all of those things? How can people find you online?
We do. The website address is PklPlex.net. So PicklPlex.net, intentionally that way. Our phone number is 877-755-7539, which is 877-PicklePlex. So we have that available, and we are on Facebook too as PicklePlex, and we're on Instagram as well. Check us out any of those ways, and then go to courtreserve.com to get the schedule. It's all out there.
And for someone who may be new to the area, we've been talking about you being in the SportsPlex. It's been here for a while.
Yeah.
What is the address for someone who may not? SportsPlex. I didn't know there was a
Where
SportsPlex
is
in
that?
town.
It's right off 81 in Kernstown, right off the Kernstown exit, but it's 221 Commonwealth Court in Winchester. And we're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And I will say that we're sitting here on a Thursday afternoon. Snow, ice everywhere, but that parking lot's clear.
Yeah, yeah. And there's
The
cars
road
in
to
it.
get
There's people.
in,
I'm out
and
there
yes,
watching people
it was.
play. Yep.
Thank you both for taking the
Thank
time
you.
to chat with Justin and I. This has been fun. I may
Yeah.
have to give pickleball another
We're gonna
shot.
go out there and take
Yeah.
a picture of you hitting
Yes.
the pickleball.
Right. So before we go, what do you got coming up?
a million things. And it's January or February, I guess, by the time you say it was really close to February. We got restaurant weeks, 2 restaurant weeks going on. The city and the county both have their restaurant weeks going on. And then all the VA 250 stuff is going on. That's really going to be ramping up all throughout February. George Washington's birthday. So there are a lot of things
Black
around
History
that.
Month.
Black History Month. There's a lot of stuff going on. Same thing as usual. Visit winchesterva.com, click on the events tab, and we've got the whole calendar up with all the good stuff.
Thank you. Can't wait to see where we go in March. Are we going to the distillery?
Yes.
Okay. That's all. That's
We're
all
going in
gonna
the
say.
other direction.
Yes, that's all we're gonna say.
We lost now, Mike. We lost him to the distillery.
I will be back tomorrow with a brand new episode of The Valley Today, a few minutes after noon. Meet me here then.